who's starting? With Otto out tonight, who's going to start?
We'll start Moses in Otto's spot. Otherwise, we'll start the same. Steph, Clay, Wiggs, and Loon.
What decision went into starting Moses?
He's played great in the G League. He's played great in practice. He's continued to improve weekly and had a great game last night in Austin and wanted to get him on the floor for his shooting and defensive versatility to start the night tonight.
Coach, last game you all played against the Rockets. You beat them on the buzzer beater. What is it about this Rockets team that makes them so hard to beat?
Well, they're very athletic. They switch everything defensively, so they make you beat them with pace and with one-on-one if they can get you in the half court. And they're a young team, but they got a lot of energy and a lot of athleticism. So if the game is not going in your favor and they can pick up momentum and energy and confidence, then they can be a real handful.
Yeah. Okay.
So what about Jonathan Kuminga's game has surprised you or you didn't really expect that he had going into the year?
Who?
Jonathan Kuminga.
Jonathan?
Yeah.
He's a pretty good passer. I didn't know much about him when we got him. And I think when you watch him for the first time, at least for me, I was pleasantly surprised what a good passer he is.
Does that help him fit in better into your system, this kind of ball movement situation you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, we play with a lot of ball movement anyway. And, with Steph and Clay coming off screens all the time, pulling the defense with them, it's important to have a lot of guys who can pass the ball. So he's been a good fit.
Steve, watching Moses' G League tape, what stands out to you? Like, what's impressed you from him in Santa Cruz?
His shooting, his basketball IQ. He's always in the right spot. The ball moves, it never sticks in his hands. He's just got a good feel for the game, and he's got good size and versatility at both ends. So I have no doubt he's going to be a really good player, have a long career, and I've been wanting to get him an opportunity because of how well he's played in practice and with Santa Cruz. And with Otto out tonight and the type of team we're playing against and the need for, a floor spacer out there to start the game with some size and defensive versatility to deal with, what Houston throws at you, he seems like a good option.
Steve, when Belly said it was more of a day-to-day thing, is it still day-to-day or do you see it as more?
Yeah, Belly's day-to-day, back spasms, and hopefully it won't be too long, but day-to-day.
Do you hope or expect to have these two lottery rookies get increased playing time as the second half of the season goes on?
Not necessarily. I think on a good team, rookies are going to have a hard time breaking the rotation. So if we're staying healthy, then both guys will continue to develop at their own pace, which I think is very healthy, and that'll mean a mix of scrimmages, some minutes in the NBA, some Santa Cruz time, all of that, and it's a really good way for them to learn and grow. And but if we need them, then I'm confident they can both come in and produce and help us win.
Coach, can you talk about how good that defensively your second unit is?
I'm sorry?
How good defensively your second unit
Our
is?
second unit? Our whole team really has been good defensively this year. There's been a good tone set from the beginning of the season. Draymond really sets the tone. Loon has filled in for Draymond during his absence, kind of as the leader of the group. And then we've got a lot of guys who are good individual defenders. Wiggs has had a fantastic defensive year. Gary Payton is an elite defender. Otto Porter, very underrated defensively. We've got Andre Iguodala, one of the all-time great defenders. He's in and out of the lineup based on his age, but when he's out there, he's he is absolutely elite. So we've got a lot of guys who can defend and good continuity within the team as well.
Steve, you talked about what Houston did last time you guys played to keep it close, but what do you want to see from your team different tonight?
Different from
the last time you played the Rockets.
Last time we played Houston. I thought we were a little stuck in mud last time. Very slow start, slow moving game. We didn't push the pace very well. Like to see us play with more tempo and energy to start the game, get off to a better start.
Coach, you've been doing this for a very long time now. What type of advice would you offer a young coach like Coach Salas, who's coaching a lot of young talent?
Well, he's actually got more coaching experience than I do. He's been coaching in the league for a long time. Maybe I've been a head coach for a few more years, but Stephen has had a great apprenticeship from his dad and from his many years in the NBA. We are friends and we support each other. And I've always been a fan of his. He just carries himself so well. And this is not an easy job, to take over a team that's in rebuilding mode and trying to develop young players. And he's done a great job of keeping everyone's spirits up in rough times. And he's built for a leadership role that requires someone with a steady hand and someone who can keep, kind of a calm atmosphere in times of struggle. This stuff is not easy, and he's got one of the toughest jobs in the league. And he's doing a great job.
Did you enjoy that when you had just a season or two? And I know unplanned is for very different reasons. But when the emphasis was on development, did you enjoy that coaching mission in other ways than?
Yeah, I mean, you have to, in a strange way, you have to remove the results from your assessment of your enjoyment, and so I learned to do that, and I took great joy in our process and in helping our young players and watching them grow. And so even though I think we had the worst record in the league 2 years ago, I enjoyed much of that season because we had great young guys who were working really hard, and to see them develop and grow was very gratifying. Within that, you have to deal with the frustration of losing, night in and night out. And that's not an easy thing to compartmentalize, but you sort of have to do it organizationally. I needed the support of, Bob Myers, Joe Lacob. I needed the constant reassurance that, hey, we're going to be okay. And that allowed me to focus on the guys and on the development, and a lot of great moments within that.
Can we assume that Clay is a play tomorrow?
Yeah, Clay will not play tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.